Shutterstock Music. Shutterstock Music.
Most of the farmable land on the planet is already under cultivation. Given the challenges that the rest of the world are facing in terms of food security, we will be living in la-la land if we think that it is exclusively our choice. So we have an opportunity to develop that again. It's one of very few opportunities left on the planet. Who are we trading with in South Africa? On a global scale. Something we need to think about. But you may say, well, these barriers to entry just seems to be going up exponentially. How are we in South Africa ever going to be part of this? There is also a Fruit Foundation, which links up with local and global universities, notably in the Netherlands, to bring the art of high-yielding fruit cultivation back into South Africa. And the idea is that we want to develop people from the local communities who show an aptitude for farming into this program. So part of what we will also do is create a new black-owned industrial, or let's call it then commercial farming company that will take the uncultivated land in Mpumalanga and bring that up to a high level of yield. There is also some irrigation dams that we need to build because you can't have fruit farming without constant irrigation water.
The relatively rapid adoption of new unit cost-reducing technologies has long characterized advanced economy farming. And long ago, infrastructure investments enabled efficient movement to foreign markets. This contrasted sharply with the situation in other countries, like ours, with a significant potential to be surplus producers and exporters. And herein lies an opportunity for us. Investments in essential infrastructure, farm-to-market roads, railways, storage facilities, ports, etc., are growing, and that's the potential we need to look at. We need to be nimble and create an enabling environment. Education and employment, absolutely key. Trained and motivated farmers. To be successful, new and existing small-scale potential and emergent farmers need to be trained and motivated. Young people also need to be encouraged to view farming as an interesting and exciting career. New joint venture projects with the private sector, and a good illustration of this is the tomato paste project in Agrozi in Chile. SA currently imports tomato paste, but could easily produce this in the lines of the Agrozi model, but it needs government support, trained and supported small-scale farmers, and a private sector funding and support. The processing plant could, if necessary, be a cooperative joint venture with the private sector, such as Tiger Brands, who own about 30% of that plant, that tomato plant in Chile. To make it all happen successfully, and with time not on our side, it can only happen through public and private partnership, including support from banks and supply of inputs.
The participation of black people in the mining industry is still very low. And that's one of the reasons. It is, in my view, an imperative. We operate in communities, and the expectations are very high. We have to form partnerships with different people as operators. And it's important to actually have the participation of locals and other black people in your organization. Otherwise, it gets seen as alien. It gets seen as something that is come to take. It gets seen as something that is come to destabilize everybody. These are some of the things I think some of these charters are trying to address. Coal is one of the cheapest sources of energy. Sure, it's dirty. There's no argument there. But coal provides jobs to more than 50,000 people. If you were to move away from coal and close it down because you've got cleaner energy and the sun, and you actually killing a lot of towns in Mpumalanga.
You have two factors that are absolutely inherent in our system. You have uncertainty relating to the global financial markets, and secondly, you have the political instability. As an investor, you got to deal with that. That is life today. You can't get the life of 1929 where you knew, only certain commodities, had projections of 50 years. That's impossible now. And I think I'm encouraged by the debates that we have seen today, whether it's in the energy space or in the agro space, because inherently you have to deal with that. You have to catch up. The pace is absolutely changing very fast. You thought agriculture was not innovative enough, but today you have been unleashed with a very exciting new way of doing agriculture.
We should learn. Let us learn. Let us come up with long-term strategies. And even if a government is succeeded, and the irony of it is that it's succeeded by a government that comes from the same political party, but is seen as a government of so and so. And we should do things differently. That will never work. That is my concern. And